24-year-old Rexhep Rrahja, the son of SP MP Rrahman Rrahja, will appear tomorrow before Korea court to confirm the conditions of the security measure which was handed down yesterday following a number of domestic violence-related charges. A number of worldwide institutions have welcomed the result of the Macedonia name referendum, in which over 90% of citizens who voted expressed their support for Northern Macedonia. Mayor Veliaj started his day differently today, choosing to have a morning coffee with neighbourhood grandparents to whom he wished a happy 1st of October and shared some of the initiatives undertaken to improve the city. Good evening, it's 6 o'clock on Monday the 1st of October 2018. Welcome to the English edition of Aura News. My name is Alexandra and I'm here to bring you the day's top stories from across the country translated into English. 24-year-old Rexhep Rrahja, the son of Socialist Party MP Rrahman Rrahja, will appear tomorrow at Korea court for the determination of the security measures to be applied. In the prosecution's demand, it is stated that the woman has been victimised for nearly a year by Rexhep Rrahja, who even threatened her life. Rexhep Rrahja will appear tomorrow before a Korea court judge to verify the terms of the arrest in prison security measure handed down by the court at midday yesterday. The measure was issued at the request of the prosecution following a number of charges being raised against him. Rexhep Rrahja risks up to 6 years in prison. In the request that the prosecution body has sent to the court, it is revealed that Rexhep Rrahja has threatened to take the woman's life. In her testimony, it is learned that the couple had been in a romantic relationship for several years, and in May of last year, the relationship ended at the request of Rexhep, who then reinitiated the relationship with Gisela. It has been confirmed that on 19 July 2018, after being called by Rexhep continuously, the pair were present together at the Bochi Hotel, although they have differing accounts of how they arrived there. While at the hotel, he is accused of threatening the woman with a gun and breaking her mobile phone. Her testimony also states he exercised violence against her, including punching her, kicking her, and burning her body with cigarettes, shouting at her, "Tell me, where will you go? I will kill you right here." According to the prosecution, on July 20, 2018, the victim presented to police station number 3. On this date, the victim and the investigator have met, where Rexhep's request for forgiveness was tabled. The woman said, "He seemed to be very remorseful to me and I decided to give him another chance. From the moment I said I would go to the police, he was afraid and he begged me not to do such a thing." On July 23, 2018, she presented at the police station in Korea, and whilst she was there, she encountered Rexhep. The victim stated that whilst inside, the citizen Rexhep Rrahja tried to violate her again. The prosecution, in the request for the determination of the security measures, has taken into account the interviews between the victim, the investigated person, and her friend made at the premises of the prosecution. A group of 50 organisations, women's rights activists and citizens demanded justice to be complete for the violent incident perpetrated against Gisela Maloku by the son of a socialist MP. Representatives of these organisations called on the prosecution office to conduct rapid investigations with the aim of ensuring the accused violent criminal is forced to take responsibility for his actions. We ask the prosecution to investigate with impartiality and accountability so that any person who has violated the law, regardless of his status or political function, faces their criminal responsibility. Meanwhile, the Centre for Civic Legal Initiatives confirmed they have offered the woman free legal assistance. This service has been accepted and will be taken up by the victim, Gisela Maloku. We will also offer other services that she may need free of charge, as well as free psychological services to her family members. Police have arrested Rexhep Rrahja after Gisela Maloku's denunciation. Maloku has since retracted her accusations. However, police determined there was sufficient evidence of a crime having been committed, and so the file was sent to the prosecution despite the retraction. Another protest is currently underway over this issue being held in front of the Prime Minister's office. The USA, EU, Greece and Bulgaria have called on the Macedonian opposition to vote positively on the name dispute with Greece. In the media statements, the result of the referendum has been welcomed, where over 90% expressed their support for use of the name Northern Macedonia, urging the parties not to miss the chance to open the way for the country's integration into the European Union. The outcome of the referendum in Macedonia was welcomed by the European Union and the United States. In a statement issued by the US State Department, support for full implementation of the Prespa Agreement was emphasised, which enables Macedonia to deservedly become members of NATO and the EU. The statement also calls upon Macedonian leaders to stand up for party politics and not miss the historic opportunity to secure the country's future to become part of important international institutions. Meanwhile, NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg also welcomed the result via a post on Twitter, demanding the commitment of all politicians to take advantage of what he considers a historic chance. Euro-parliamentarian Eduard Kukan congratulated voters, underlying the hope for a positive outcome. On the other hand, referring to the low voter turnout, the Greek Foreign Ministry underlines the referendum was consultative and not a binding part of the Prespa Agreement. For further steps, Greece requires seriousness from all sides in order to reach an ultimate solution to the name issue for Northern Macedonia. Bulgaria has also called on the Macedonian elite to show willingness and find a way to finally overcome these long-standing and serious problems. Recent reports from international institution Numbeo declared that the average Albanian household spent a whopping average of 170,000 lek per month, suggesting that overspending was a significant problem. However, localised institution Instat has released a report of their own which paints a different picture, and the numbers seem much more plausible, evidencing that families in Albania spend an average of 73,400 lek per month. Instat's data agreed that the main contributor to household expenditure is food and non-alcoholic beverages, but noted savings for Albanians in 2017 compared to 2016. Meanwhile, monthly spending on tobacco and alcohol products are on the rise, with expenditure up by 2.1%. Overall, household expenditures have increased slightly during 2017, and on average, a family of 3.7 people spends 73,400 lek per month. The group Foods and Non-Alcoholic Beverages has an average monthly expenditure value of 32,347 lek, which accounts for a share of 44.1% in the family budget. The products most commonly purchased by Albanian families are milk, milk byproducts and eggs, followed by bread and cereals, meat and byproducts, vegetables, and rounding out the top 5 is fruit. Meanwhile, Albanian families have spent more money on transport in 2017 as a result of increased spending on fuel and lubricants subgroup, as well as health due to the rise in price of medicines. Looking at a national comparison of monthly household spending, Tirana is the most expensive city, with average expenses totaling 87,968 lek per month, followed by Durrës, Shkodra and Leisure. Meanwhile, residents of Dibra enjoy the lowest level of family spending, even though the average family has a higher number of family members. This Monday has started differently for the municipality of Tirana. The mayor, Veliaj, chose to have breakfast with grandmothers and retired grandfathers, whom he wished a happy 1st of October, before talking about some of the initiatives undertaken to improve the city's infrastructure. On behalf of the City Council and the citizens of Tirana, I would like to wish all grandparents a happy October 1st. I also have a call for grandchildren. This is a day to send a message, pay a visit, or send a small gift to that grandpa or grandma you may have forgotten about. This is the day to remember them. I believe that a city is good when there is harmony between generations, between those who built the Albania that we have today and those who are passing the baton for the Albania that we want for tomorrow, said Veliaj. Veliaj said that the municipality of Tirana is now implementing a most interesting initiative in the capital, that of taking time to enjoy coffee with grandparents, who can even enjoy discounted prices at participating cafes. The coffee with grandpa is really a tradition, so I want to thank all the participating institutions for taking part in this beautiful initiative. It is modest, but something that shows that we respect the legacy of our ancestors. Thank you very much for your contribution, whether you were in the military, a teacher, or a doctor. Regardless of your profession, our country is better thanks to your wonderful contributions, said Veliaj. As he praised the growing spirit of humanitarianism, especially volunteering among young people, Veliaj appealed to the whole society for greater care to be shown to the elderly. And that's the news across the country today. Thank you for watching our English edition this evening, and be sure to join me again every Monday to Saturday at 6 p.m. for the latest news from Albania. Once again, on behalf of Aura News, thank you and good night.